What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Undiagnosed Baddie, your favorite daily 10-minute podcast where you do something that you have to do with something that you want to do, and that is listen to me talk about whatever I want to talk about. Somebody brought it up to my attention that some people may not like the word baddie, and that's why they don't tune in. And it absolutely makes sense because that means that they are insecure and they don't belong here on this channel. Speaking of securities, insecurities, etc., there's this trend going around on threads. Y'all know that sometimes I do get inspiration from threads because the people are talking about it. So I want to say the trend was date canceled, and then they named something why the date was canceled about a man. And this particular one, I was cracking the fuck up because let's fucking talk about it. This one said, date canceled, he has a nose ring. And I was hollering. It is something, excuse me, guys, it is something about a guy with a nose ring that's not necessarily for me, right? But let's fucking talk about it. So a couple weeks ago, I was at the store and this guy asked for my number, and I was looking at it. It was several red flags. Okay. So he was light skinned, he had a nose ring. and then I was just like, at first I was gonna say no, and I was like, well, how old are you? And then he told me his age. I said, you know what, let's rock with it. Let's see what it is, because I can't try to date if I keep telling men no, right? So it was hilarious to me that this particular statement came out after it fizzled. People are I am very much a free spirit. I am very much a spontaneous person. I'm adventurous. I'm I'll wake up and be like, you want to know what? Let's fly to Antarctica. Let's fly to Alaska. Like if I was a billionaire, I'd be all over this earth. I would have touched every single place on this earth already. But with that being said, I think men with nose rings take it too far. Yes, I have too. And it's just something about them. It's just like you live in life on the edge, buddy, pal. And there's, to me, such thing as being artsy, and then there's such thing as being, it's like, what are we doing? Where are we going with this? Why did you get that? What was going through your head as a straight man, a heterosexual, a cis male, to get a nose ring? And it's just like, speaking of rings, I remember someone had tried to holler at me, and he had a cock ring. And he didn't say anything. He was like, we were talking, dating. And I guess this is something why he doesn't tell people straight up, but you don't really just walk around saying, yeah, I got a dick ring, right? So that I broke it off, because I was like, there's no way that I am going to have sex with someone that has that piercing. But I think that's a double standard, because it's very much acceptable, right, for women to have vaginal rings, piercings. And it's just like, oh my goodness, I wouldn't think twice if a woman had one. But when a man has a nose ring, when a man has certain piercings, it's just like, are you sure about that? Like, what are we doing, and where are we going with this? But it also always proves to my theory that they're not okay. And it is a red flag. And don't give them your number. It didn't work out, right? So that also goes into my other theory when I talk about men with hats. And I think I'm gonna do a TikTok, a vertical form about it, and show actual pictures. But y'all know that Neo hat, that Neo wear all the time, those are not good men. Those are not good men. You can tell what type of man a man is, like his character, how he moves. I don't want to say like, well, yeah, well, how corny he is, just based off of the type of hat that he wears or won't wear. Men in fedoras. I've noticed a lot of men in fedoras. I'm just making shit up as I go along, but men in fedoras have small penises. Men in the Neo hats, they probably have the cock rings, right? And they're probably very, I'm a nice guy. Why don't I get the one, like, self-proclaimed nice guy? Let's fucking talk about self-proclaimed nice guys. Oh my goodness. So I remember dating someone, and they often said, hey, I'm not gonna say anything about, anything trending because if I say this, people are going to react this way. And if I say this, people are going to react that way. And it's just like, have a backbone, my guy. Have a backbone. At some point, you have to stand up for something. You cannot be neutral on every single topic. But this same person, I didn't get off topic, follow me. The same person self-proclaimed, well, I'm a nice guy, turned out to be one of the worst dating experiences in my life. Now, had I seen them self-proclaim nice guy, I would have never have dealt with them. Don't deal with men that call themselves nice guys because they claim that they finished last and women want this type of person. And it'll be all smooth until it's not. I've noticed that with guys that do stuff like that. It's like, why would you even fucking say you're a nice guy? You don't have to say that. People will deem you that by your real actions, long term, period. Nobody, men do not have to walk around saying that they're a nice guy. Ladies, that is a red flag. That is a red flag. Run fast, because what do you have to say that you're a nice guy for? Show that shit through your actions. You know how they be like, actions speak louder than words. Y'all know I'm very big on actions. Actions absolutely speak louder than words. Don't deal with men that say that they're a nice guy. Don't deal with men that wear neo hats. Don't deal with men that have nose rings. Don't deal with men that wear fedoras. Like, there's a list of red flags. And I know you're going to be like, well, my husband, my man, da, 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 da. There's a long list of things that don't date men that wear yellow jeans. Listen, I'm not just making this up. I saw this girl start dating this man that wears yellow jeans and he cheats on her. And it's just like, how the fuck you gonna let a man that wears yellow denim, yellow like acid wash denim, cheat on you and treat you like you're nothing? I would have ripped those jeans up so fast. I would have never dealt with a man that wore yellow acid wash jeans in the first place, because that's just not something that I get into. That's just not something that would even turn me on when I look at somebody and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let Slim with the yellow jeans holler at me. I'm very particular about how my men look. I'm from Prince George's County, Maryland. Our men wear red, gray, black, blue, white. Very particular. I don't mind, well, and neons, but everybody doesn't wear neons how the men here wear neons. Like, I've tried to date men from other areas and they dress very fucking corny. They don't carry themselves a particular way. I can be anywhere on earth and you can line up 5 men and I'm going to be able to tell you by the way a man stands that he's from where I'm from. And and I know it sounds like I man bash all the time, y'all, but listen, I am a true lover girl. I am a lover girl. I love my man down. Okay. I love my man down. So when I have fun, how about that? But, with that being said, I love the men from this area. However, I don't like the height that come with the men from this. They keep getting shorter and shorter and shorter. There was a whole bunch of tall men in the area, and I think y'all killed them off. They weren't able to breed. And it's just like, we're getting stuck with the short men. Stop killing each other. We need tall men. Our girls need tall men. Like, it's supposed to be really survival of the fittest. And y'all are giving people that were never supposed to procreate babies. And I need y'all to stop doing that. Like, I need ladies to stand up, love yourselves. Don't date the men that I stated earlier in the video. You know what I'm saying? Get another one. If something's not working out, get another one. And, toss them around. Let it be what it is. And be happy. Choose yourself. I'm always going to tell you to choose yourself and be happy in all of these situations. And you don't have to stay. Just like you don't have to answer texts, you don't have to answer phone calls, you don't have to stay. And not staying doesn't equate to being lonely. Not staying means you're not aging yourself. What I did notice, let's end this particular episode on some shit that's real and that I did notice. The women that are not staying in toxic situations are not the women that are not staying are not aging as fast as the women that are unhappy. Choose yourself. Choose yourself. Choose your health. The health is wealth. Always choose yourself. Choose your looks. Be vain in life. It will get you places. And if not, it'll at least get you a shot at the bar, right? But, I don't know what it's like to be ugly. And if you do, put it in the comments. But I don't I don't know what it's like to be ugly. Stay pretty.